Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is Sunday, April the 15th, and this is our update to Vegas Baby, looking at Boyd, MGM, LVS, WYNN, and Caesars, and Williams. Okie dokie. Starting off with the weakest, Boyd. Alright, it hasn't done much of anything since the last video, but the same still applies. This is the weakest traditional Vegas stock, and it is in a double flat line. We can see the crimp of the Bollinger Bands actually starting to crimp even more. 14-day RSI moving average ticking down at the end of the week, and stochastics up slightly in the case of the slow. Down on the CCI, down on the RSI, flatline on the MACD, flatline on the MACD histogram. The Vegas stocks are waiting for the next shoe to drop if we are going to have another downturn in the overall market. And yep, we're just teetering right along. Going on to my favorite, MGM. And this one has gone up slightly since the last video. But 14-day RSI moving average still ticking down. Stochastics up, CCI up, RSI down, histogram up, MACD up. And there's still a little bit of room in the 14-day RSI moving average, but we have made a new lower floor this week. Oh, I am totally wrong. We had another bump of the floor this week, the first retest of it, and it bounced off. So the question is, will it be able to reach the previous highs, or will it turn around beforehand? Considering that the stochastics are so darn high, I would think that probably not, but we'll have to see. Boy, I wish there was more this last week, but there's not. LVS, the best of the Vegas stocks, the strongest, and sure enough, this one has had a good move since the last video, not just hanging out like the others. 14 days still ticking down. Stochastics staying pretty high after all of this, but mixed. Down on the CCI, down on the RSI, up on the MACD, up on the MACD histogram, and volume is actually decreasing at this level, ending with a hammer, possible reversal candle. And yeah, this one I just would not, even with the way that it looks, I just don't know about shorting that one. WYNN, very similar to Boyd in that is just holding steady at its current level. 14-day RSI moving average still ticking down, stochastics up, down on the CCI, down on the RSI, down sideways on the MACD, up on the MACD histogram, very, very mixed, and holding below the 200-day moving average. Be really interesting to have it test it another time and see if it's able to break or not. In which case, a failed test of it would be pretty darn bad. But still, it is just waiting for the next shoe to drop as well. CZR, Caesars. I were talking in the last video about the need for a sell-off, simply because of the covenants of the people who bought when it was first listed. I did have a nasty day on Friday, not the end of the world, still above the upper price consensus level. But look at that, 14-day RSI moving average, very, very high. Oops. Stochastics already on the way down, CCI down, RSI down. MACD looking for a bearish cross, MACD histogram ticking down. Is this that one of those dates upcoming where they get to sell their shares that they bought at $9? I don't know, but certainly at some point that is going to occur, and then maybe it's now, but indicator wise definitely worse than all the ones that are just waiting. This one actually has an active group which is going to be playing this to the downside. And WMS Williams, the makers of all of the equipment, 14-day RSI moving average still ticking up. Stochastics turning around, going up now. CCI up, RSI down, histogram up, MACD up, looking for a bullish cross. The question is going to be, can it break this previous high? If it does not, if we have bad economic stuff coming out, this one is also going to fall apart. Although this one is a little bit stronger because they make all the stuff for the Chinese casinos that are opening. So, but if this one does take a down move, it will be bad for all of the U.S. companies. Ending with a spinning top, middle Bollinger Band still above the short-term moving averages, but they are pointing up. Overall, it all just comes down to this previous high. And that's going to be about it for Vegas Baby this week. I wish there was more, but there just isn't. So, going to be waiting and watching. As always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you.